Coming up, Lauren comes out to cruise Drake's Bay with Bill and me, sailing beyond the gate and into the Pacific. And we're treated to quite a whale sighting. Lauren, who you met in the last video, is coming out from Boise to join Bill and me for a trip to Drake's Bay and a couple nights at anchor. I inspect and test the personal flotation device, or PFD, she'll be using. We have a pre-departure briefing, which covers a number of safety topics, including person overboard prevention and recovery, fire, and so on.
Okay, yeah. Okay, hey, you two smile, huh?
My goals for this trip were to give Lauren an enjoyable and memorable bay and ocean sailing experience, as well as continue to evaluate our compatibility for an extended journey to the South Pacific. Very intent on the helm.
Sneaky. Salty sea dog on the camera. Tradewinds boat. Oh yeah, look at that. Anyone we know? Tradewinds. Tradewinds. Hey Ryan.
We got Muscles Lauren on the helm.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a great sail. We're going, what, about 3.5 knots?
3.
Okay. Beautiful.
Get some Billy Bob on the helm. There's some of that famous San Francisco fog rolling in. The reliable San Francisco Bay afternoon sea breeze was howling a good 20 to 25 knots as we approached the first night's anchorage. To make things even more fun, a race course passed right in front of the entrance, complete with hardcore racers yelling at us to stay out of the way. Anchoring in a small space in 25 knots of wind can be a challenge, but thanks to my fantastic crew and massive spade anchor, we pulled it off in a single try. It was a moment of great pride for me.
Window like that, just the way the waves did it, just.
Oh, just got him.
Did he lose his hat? Yeah, and then he turned around. This is my brother. He turned around and goes, "Don't do that again." and I didn't. Yeah. I am just so happy right now.
Yeah. There is something about it, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's beautiful just being right here, quite frankly. You know, this is so serene.
I'm so glad you ate her out. I thought you hadn't eaten anything all day. I was like, man.
Oh my gosh, no! I'd be
so much.
Yeah, I'd get really bitchy if I didn't. You would know. Okay?
It's noticeable.
So it's Sunday morning and we woke up to see this fog here, not great visibility, and the conditions outside the gate seem like they could be challenging. 4 feet waves, 5-second period is not the greatest, and I was thinking we could check it out and see what it's like, but with the reduced visibility, I don't know, one challenge is a challenge and 2 challenges is, you know, maybe when things start to go wrong, so we'll see. Maybe want to put some pants on before you go up there.
Yeah. Okay, we have Lauren on the helm.
Oh wow, this feels great. Oh man, it's a beautiful ship.
Going under the bridge, Lauren. We're doing it. And there was our anchorage last night. Nicely done, Lauren. Nice shot of Lauren here and the Golden Gate Bridge in the background. Beautiful day out in the ocean, looking at the bay. Our sure-footed skipper calling the shots.
Eagle-eyed Bill is on the watch.
See that buoy?
Smiley on the helm.
I'm liking the smiles.
The period is the time between wave crests, and as it gets smaller, the waves get steeper. When the period is smaller than the wave height, it starts to get uncomfortable. I'd been a little apprehensive about the sea state outside the gate, but Sparkle Muffin sliced right through like a champ. There's Lauren doing the ocean sailing.
First time in the Pacific. Hopefully not
Making
the
a
last.
great wake too. And no fog, we can see the Golden Gate Bridge in the background.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, we are on, we are live, and we are sailing. And we are not under power except for, you guessed it, the wind. Bolinas Point ahead of us, heading to Point Reyes, Drake's Bay.
We persevered through the fog and the lumpy seas, got the sails up, now we're zipping along at a speedy 5 knots in calm seas. It just doesn't get better than this. Lauren's got the ear-to-ear grin on.
Yeah, as she should, as she should.
Bill gets out his sextant to take some sun sights and gives Lauren an impromptu introduction to celestial navigation. We arrive at Drake's Bay and anchor easily in a snug little spot. There's only 2 other vessels in the entire bay.
Hey, we are at Anchorage, Drake's Bay, and we have Skipper just enjoying a amazing meal that first mate Lauren took care of this evening. Thank you so much, Lauren.
Thank you.
Thanks for the noodles.
And the amazing thing about Drake's Bay and what we are seeing is very similar to what Sir Francis Drake saw 1579. And as you can tell, not a lot has changed in Drake's Bay.
Just after dinner, we spotted a dinghy zooming our way. Visitors at sea! It was the lovely couple Andy and Sue from the UK who had taken the unusual route across the Pacific from Japan to the west coast via the Aleutians, which is an impressive and incredible journey. They were on their way south, heading for Mexico. We invited them aboard and hung out and chatted for a bit. Sadly, I did not run the camera for their visit.
Okay, we're just leaving Point Reyes, Drake's Bay, Anchorage, Skipper.
Loaded up on Bill's coffee.
We're on caffeine highs right now. Celebrated Lauren's birthday.
With a cupcake.
Yes.
Delicious, thank you.
A nautical cupcake. a nautical vegan cupcake. Nice morning. A little bit of rain last night. It's all good.
You might have noticed that we motored quite a bit this trip. The winds were pretty light, and I don't have light air sails yet, and we were on a schedule, needing to get us back in time for our land lives. One of the things I'm looking forward to about the South Pacific trip is ditching the schedule and just slowing down when the wind is light. In an unexpected surprise, a whale surfaced just ahead. I like to give these majestic sea mammoths a wide berth, as the last thing I want is for either of us to get injured in an encounter. It was both awe-inspiring and a bit frightening to be so close.
How's that helm feel? Yeah, I can tell. Look at that face.
The beautiful downwind sail towards Raccoon Strait, right into the gate.
Catch that wind, baby girl.
As we neared Angel Island, I wondered aloud if we should reef, though it seemed that conditions were still okay. I should have trusted my instincts though, because moments later the wind piped up and we were overpowered for a couple of tense minutes. We reefed and continued under reduced sail.
Coming in.
I finished this trip feeling so proud of Sparkle Muffin and her crew. She handled the sea conditions better than I'd imagined and sailed fantastically while reefed. Lauren, calm and cool under pressure, always eager to lend a hand, proved herself a capable, valuable, and fun crew member. And having Bill aboard is a great joy. Whether navigating, anchoring, reefing, hoisting, storytelling, coffee making, he had us well taken care of. That's all for this time. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and while you're here, go ahead and click that big red subscribe button. You know the one.